Titus chapter 3 verse 1 to 2 reads this: Remind them to be submissive to rulers and authorities, to be obedient, to be ready for every good work, to speak evil of no one, to avoid quarreling, to be gentle, and to show perfect considerate towards all people. I don't know about you, but I can be pretty forgetful. We can so easily forget to put the wash on, do our homework, people's birthdays, to say thank you for things, to maybe even take our tablets for things. Whatever it may be, we need reminders. And here at the start of chapter 3, Paul is instructing Titus to remind the people of Crete about important things that they have clearly forgotten. So what is Titus to remind them of? Well, look with me at the passage again. Remind them to be submissive to rulers and authorities, to be obedient, to be ready for every good work, to speak evil of no one, to avoid quarreling, to be gentle, and to show perfect courtesy towards all people. So we see by the reading, these first two verses, Paul is wanting Titus to remind them that a gospel-shaped citizen's behaviour outside of the church is to be sensitive towards two groups. So look with me at verse 1. Remind them to be submissive to rulers and authorities, to be obedient, to be ready for every good work. Well, firstly, they're to be submissive, to be subject to, but to who? To rulers and authorities. So the people of Crete should be living their lives in line appropriately with the established governing powers. They are also reminded to be obedient. This covers on an earthly and heavenly obedience. It's important to remember that these people are liars, evil beasts, and lazy gluttons. So they are in desperate need of being reminded that they are to be obedient to first God and secondly rulers and authorities. They are also to be ready for every good work. Cretans had a reputation for lack of self-control, Christian witness, personal integrity, and a corporate reputation would suffer if believers lived scofful lives. Believers that think they are above the law, when they are to be ready for every good work to serve God in all that they do. So in verse 2 we come across the second group. Look with me at verse 2. To speak evil of no one, to avoid quarreling, to be gentle, and to show perfect courtesy towards all people. Here Paul introduces a list. They are to speak evil, badly of no one, avoid quarreling, arguing, gentle, and show perfect courtesy, politeness, to who? All people. And often we can find ourselves picking and choosing who we treat nicely, when actually we are called to show politeness to everyone. It's easier said than done, I know, but we as Christians are to be gospel-shaped citizens who are imitators of Jesus. So how can we be gospel-shaped citizens? Well, it involves reminding ourselves that we are not above the law unless it goes against God's authority, as He is our first authority, and that we are to be obedient in that. And lastly, we are to show peace, gentleness, and meekness, humility, to all people around us.